February 27th, 2021. Here's what's happening around the world. Mons Prades builds a new sports venue and holds a televised spleef tournament. Cape Cambridge opens a new transit center. The town of Bristol is founded at WN 45. Encinitas opens a new Capitol building. Vermilion merges its metro system with its neighbor Intraray's metro. Zobiak expands its airport into a full-sized hub for fly-high airlines. The Hendon Underground plans construction on its new Jubilee line. The A980 highway is under construction between Aston and Newen. The A245 highway is under construction with a new rest stop east of Lapis Bay. The B246 highway is nearing completion between Boughton and Newfounded. The B921 highway is under construction between Winterville and the A92. Straight Transit announces a new planned warp rail line from New Mackinac to Shadow Point, and Intrarail is building extensions to Nymphalia and Oparia. That's what's going on around the world. Good day, I'm Kitty Catwoman 231 from MBS News. Thanks for tuning in to our new program where we bring you what's going on around the servers, towns, and cities. MRT members sent us their stories over the past few weeks showcasing the latest on their towns, projects, and companies, and today we travel around the world to bring it to you. In Skelly-Zamperman's town of Mons Prades, a new sports venue recently opened on the east side of the city. The Clipper Center is designed to be a multi-purpose arena able to support different types of sporting events, including basketball, ice hockey, sumotori, and spleef. Spleef was the event held for the center's debut with the televised 2021 Mons Prades Spleef Tournament. The tournament, won by MLS Season 4 champion City Titsan Saki, was held on February 21st and was televised by MBS. Supporting the new Clipper Center, the Mons Prades Metro was also extended. Line 2 of the Metro connects the center with the Mons Prades Transportation Hub, the city's hub for intercity warp rail, as well as the City Hall Station, where Line 1 of the Metro can be connected to. Cape Cambridge, owned by Painted Blue, has a new transit center for intercity warp rail. The John Glenn Transit Center opened early last month in order to bring warp rail service to the town in southern Zeta, 9,000 blocks south of South Oak. The underground station, with its entrance located on Belmont Avenue west of Main Street, has 10 tracks and has planned service from New Rail FLR and MARC to other cities in the region. Minecraft 252 recently founded the town of Bristol along the new Western Line extension at WN 45. The currently unranked town has expanded east of the MRT line with a smattering of development, including local food service franchises, educational campuses, and roads, including a semicircular beltway named the MLK Highway. The town's red, white, and blue color scheme is reflected by the colors of windows in many of Bristol's buildings, as well as on the Bristol Monument, a representation of the city's symbol of a diamond. Bristol has plans for a metro system and a Bristol Greenway of walking trails, as well as future ambitions for an air facility. Kyle's Senator City of Encinitas in northeast Zeta has a new Capitol building. Based on the Australian Parliament House, the Cresta Capitol building is the seat of government of Kyle's region of Cresta, of which Encinitas is the capital city. The symmetrical complex is composed of an entrance plaza and a lobby on both the north and south sides, with the legislative chamber in the middle. The chamber is ovular and can be noted for its many low-hanging chandeliers. The complex is in close proximity to Encinitas Joya Airfield and is served nearby by the Uptown Station on the Encinitas Metro, located just to the south along Cabrillo Avenue. Chief Bozex's governor city of Vermilion in western Gamma recently revamped its entire metro system, which has been merged into the Illyray metro system. The Vermilion Metropolitan Transportation Authority has rebuilt all of its stations using station technology from the Illyray Municipal Transportation Agency in the neighboring governor city of Illyray, and all VMTA lines have been absorbed into extended IMTA lines from Illyray, meaning that the Vermilion Metro has been effectively absorbed by the Illyray Metro, and allowing for one-seat rides between Vermilion and Illyray. The VMTA also announced that several stations will soon be upgraded to include step-free access, as well as the discontinuation of the Victory Link shuttle between Victory Square and Victory Plaza. San Zobiak, Time to Make My Move City in near Southeast Gamma, was recently promoted to governor, and its air facility, San Zobiak International Airport, was recently expanded from being a senator airfield to a governor airport, with a massive expansion of service. The airport is located in eastern San Zobiak along Platypus Valley Parkway just east of the A4. Ground transportation connections are provided by the San Zobiak monorail, which has a station at the airport, as well as the nearby San Zobiak Union Station with intercity warp rail service. The airport has a small handful of flights from Blue Air and National Airlines, but the bulk of its capacity is filled by Time to Make My Move's own Fly High Airlines. Fly High is traditionally based out of Fifth Ward International Airport in Venceslau, the hub of most of the airline's routes. However, when San Zobiak International Airport first opened as a senator airfield, it became Fly High's second hub, with service to Venceslau and 9 of Fly High's other destinations. With the airport expanded upon San Zobiak's governor promotion, the airline dramatically expanded its operations in San Zobiak. The airport is now a full-fledged hub for Fly High Airlines on the same level as Venceslau VFW, with flights to every Fly High Airlines destination on the server. The Hendon Underground in London Thameslink Senator City of Hendon in northeast Gamma has a new planned line. The Jubilee Line, which will soon begin construction, is planned to run between Hendon Ski Resort and Wembley Park, stopping at Parkway, Hendon Park, and Harrow Road, and with a future extension to the Docklands area of the city. The line is expected to open in late April or early May. Victoria Line stations that are planned to intersect with the Jubilee Line will also be modernized, and Hendon is also planning a new bus station at the Hendon West Underground Station. Stay with us, we're still going around the world, and we'll be right back after these messages and a word from our newsroom.
Hello, I'm Vicky Tori in the MBS Newsroom. Here's what's happening. A new warning system was passed at the GSM. The amount of warning levels was raised, the value of one warning was lowered, and some changes to punishments were made. See our edition of the GSM recap for a full overview of the system. The MRT will be down for about 2 hours on Monday, Rumble announced. During the downtime, starting at 5 p.m. GMT, an updated full New World download will be uploaded to the file server, and the beta server will be reset in preparation for plugin testing. Later in March, the head database and vehicles plugins will be tested on the beta server. Both plugins cost real-life money, but staff decided at the GSM to buy these plugins for testing. Some other paid plugins were rejected for testing on beta. Tits and Saki won the 2021 Mons Prades Spleef Tournament at the Mons Prades Clippers Center. 10 teams competed in single-round brackets in the tournament, which was broadcast live by MBS. The 2021 MRT Winter Games took place this month in Dand. Alpha DS won the most events at the multi-event sporting competition, which was broadcast by MBN and High Tech TR. And Minecraft Yoshi 26 has announced the MRT Vision Screenshot Contest 8. Joining has opened for the first MRT Vision Screenshot Contest since last summer, being held in Covina due to its Mirror Castle's win in the previous contest. Ceremony dates are not set in stone, but the final ceremony is set to take place in April. MBS will broadcast the ceremonies live. That's the latest from MBS News. For more updates, follow us at twitter.com/news_MBS. Reporting for MBS News in Central City, I'm Vicky Tori. Now back to Around the World.
Welcome back. Sasha 9076 is currently working on the A980 highway in the northwest, straddling the border between Epsilon and Zeta. The road was approved at the January ISM, with a small amendment to the route approved at the February GSM, and is planned to start its route in Aston at the northern terminus of the Western Line, before traveling south and then east along the Lakeshore Line, connecting to Millville, Funnyland, New Gensokyo, and Bechtel before ending in Newen, right at the coastline before the Lakeshore Line continues beneath the bay. Sasha's Northern Transport Authority, under its subsidiary, the Northern Vehicle Authority, is in charge of road construction. According to the NVA, the road is expected to be completed in late March. The A245 highway, being built primarily by Alpha DS, was originally approved over a year ago in November 2019, and construction is still ongoing. The highway is planned to run from Mountain View and then travel along the eastern extension of the Expo Line via cities including Lapis Bay, terminating at Imperial Block's town of Newfounded at XC38, connecting to the B246 for continuing connection east to Bachtown. As the A245 continues construction, a new rest stop has been built along the highway east of Lapis Bay. The rest stop, named Sunset Pass, is unique for being an official councilor town, having been promoted on February 4th. Sunset Pass includes businesses providing services for motorists, including fast food, gasoline, and lodging. According to Alpha DS, the road should be completed sometime in the next few months. Past the eastern extension of the A245, the B246 is also being built by Imperial Block. The road will effectively act as a continuation of the A245, connecting with its terminus in Newfounded at XE38 and running east to Bachtown. The road follows different construction standards at different portions along its route, running as a normal surface street in Bachtown, mostly contiguous with Main Street, before splitting into a 4-lane limited-access expressway under A-road standards west of Bachtown. According to Imperial, a plan is under consideration to merge part of the expressway portion of the B246 into the A245 it connects to. The B246 also connects to the B355 in Bachtown, with connections to towns including Jungleville. FWIS is building the B921 highway to connect his town of Winterville at A41 on the Arctic Line to the A92 highway to the south. The road was approved at the February GSM with a small reroute to avoid a body of water rather than going under it. According to FWIS, the road, which has begun construction at its north end in Winterville, will be mostly a 4-lane road and will feature extensive map signage. Straight Transit, which runs local transportation in Oparia and New Mackinac, has a planned new intercity warp rail line running between New Mackinac and Shadow Point. Elite Neon is running the project, named the New Ambition Railroad, or NARR, being built in conjunction with Elite's Dow Jones Company. The NARR will use the A1 and B1 corridors from New Mackinac to Chalksior, where it will join the planned new lower level of Intrarail's Rank Resort corridor, more on that in a minute, using the corridor south past New Acredium and Antioch and continuing south on connecting Intrarail tracks before branching off in Nipia. A new tunnel will then take the line to Hendon, although Straight Transit reports issues with gaining permission from the city's mayor. And Straight Transit expressed interest in using Intrarail's tracks for the final leg between Hendon and Shadow Point, but that request was denied by Intrarail. In conjunction with Straight Transit coming to Shadow Point, the city is planning a rebuilding of its Capital Union Station to accommodate the NARR as well as other train lines, including local rail services in Shadow Point. And in addition to Straight Transit's intercity ambitions, the company also recently expanded its regional commuter line between Oparia and New Mackinac. The newly renamed A Market and Straight Line is operated by Straight Transit's Municipal Railway Division, using modified rolling stock from Waterville's metro system. And for our final story today, Intrarail, owned by Kitty Cat 11231, has 2 planned extensions under construction. First, Intrarail is continuing work on its 4-phase Northeast expansion project. The first and second phases of the expansion are complete, bringing service to new cities including Titsansaki and New Bakersville City. The third phase, which is almost complete, will soon bring service to Nymphalia, although Intrarail has been waiting on the city of Nymphalia to finish construction of one of the stations it plans to use before beginning the final tunnel construction into the city. And the longer-term 4th phase of the project will eventually bring service to cities including Merritt Lakes, Verdantium, and Secunda. But that phase is on hold until Verdantium and Secunda are ready to receive Intrarail trains via a shared corridor. Raccoonian and Joeliner trains will respectively provide local and express service along the whole route from Airchester through New Bakersville and Nymphalia up to the Verdantium and Secunda area, while Imperial Service and Northeast Regional trains will provide additional local service for sections along the route. And Intrarail is also planning an extension up to Oparia, which will involve an expansion of the company's 10-track Rank Resort corridor. The corridor, which currently serves Intrarail and Blue Rail trains, will receive a lower level with an additional 10 tracks for the portion of its route between Antioch and Chalksior, connecting north of Chalksior to the A1 corridor, which connects to Oparia. Intrarail will be extending its Imperial Service and Mason Limited trains to Oparia with local and express service, respectively. Other tracks on the Rank Resort corridor lower level will be granted to Blue Rail, Rail North, and Straight Transit. Minor construction has been done at Antioch Union Station, the southern end of the corridor, but expansion of the corridor has, for the most part, not begun construction, although construction has taken place in Oparia and Nipia to increase capacity at stations in those cities in preparation for the extension. And that concludes our series debut. Thanks to everyone who submitted news we covered today, and thanks for joining us on our trip around the world. From MBS News at the Oparia Downtown Warp Rail Station, I'm Kitty Cat 11231, and have a great day. The Vermilion Metropolitan Transportation Authority has... Oh my god.